Hi everyone, Tony from Hack the Movies here with
Nicole, his sister.
you played an ape in my review of Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes.
I forgot I did that.
So I guess that means you're a good host for this episode. So we saw Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which is a sequel to the reboot that came out after the remake of the original Planet of the Apes. It's also a remake of Escape, Conquest, and Battle of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, it is.
How many Planet of the Apes films have you seen?
I saw this one. I saw the new one that just came out with you, and then I saw the one with Mark Wahlberg,
The one that doesn't count anymore, that no one considers part of.
Well, I count because he's in it, but.
Well, I have seen every ape film, and I'm able to pick up on some of the cute little references they sneak into these new films. For example, this previous one, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, they're watching a TV that says a rocket ship is going into space. Mm-hmm. That's Charlton Heston's rocket ship from the original film.
I didn't know that.
Do you know who Charlton Heston is?
Nope.
Now we're back at Dawn. Did you like Rise of the Planet of the Apes, right?
That's this one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, almost.
Yes, I enjoyed it. I do like the original ape films. I liked the Escape, Conquest, and Battle. And like I said before, these movies are redoing those three films, and I like these movies better than those, although those were really cool. But those also had to deal with time travel.
Yeah, they were like weird. Like I remember like the Mark Wahlberg one.
No, the Mark Wahlberg one has nothing to do with this. That was just a one-off film that no one...
Well, that one was boring, is what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, that one has nothing to do with any of the other ape films. This is only leading up to the first Charlton Heston film.
Okay, I didn't see
That's
those.
it. Okay,
Unless you made me watch them, I didn't see them.
No, you might have watched me watch them when we were younger. No, but those movies in the second Planet of the Apes, Charlton Heston blows up the world, and two apes get in this rocket ship, and they get sent back in time.
That's stupid.
I know. And then they start the ape revolution, and then the Conquest, Caesar, which is also the name of this one, he becomes like the first talking ape after the ones that came from the future, and he leads the ape rebellion, and that all leads to battle.
Where there is fire, there is smoke. And in that smoke, from this day forward, my people will plot and plan for the inevitable day of man's downfall. And that day is upon you now!
And again, that's what a lot of these movies are like. But I like these more because they don't have the time travel stuff in it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
They're not as connected to the original film. Your head's getting cut off again. What the fuck? Okay. They're more of their own thing, which I like. You could also, remember the J.J. Abrams Star Trek movie? The one with Chris Hemsworth dying in the very beginning and makes you cry? Mm-hmm. Well, they did that whole thing where, like, the villain went back in time and changed things. So you can make a case of saying that this is how the ape rebellion was supposed to happen, and the old one with the time travel. Right. Anyway, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes picks up 10 years after Rise. Humans are few in numbers because of the flu that broke out. And they're just trying to survive. Meanwhile, the ape culture is flourishing. They're all...
And they're really smart, and they all are like Caesar.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, well,
because he made them all smart in the previous film. And their babies are smart now, too, so whatever.
Well, I was just saying that they're really smart.
Yes, they are.
In case they didn't know.
Whoa, the apes are smart in a Planet of the Apes film?
They're actually probably smarter than me. I'm just going to put it out there.
The apes are smarter than humans in Planet of the Apes? But no, she's right. The apes have their own little society. They haven't seen a human in 10 years, but
they still don't like them. They think they're bad.
Yeah, we should note that the apes haven't attacked the humans. It was just the virus that wiped them out. Mm-hmm. Whereas in the original film,
But they all hate the humans. They like...
Yeah, well, they all have bad experiences with the humans, and I'm sure the younger ones are being taught to be afraid of the humans.
Well, his son was.
Huh?
His son was.
Yes. And, what was his son's name? Did we remember his name? Because I was wondering if it was a reference, because... The orangutan from this one.
Or the flat face.
Yes. His name is Maurice.
I like him.
You know why?
Why?
Because Dr. Zaius, the orangutan from the first Planet of the Apes, was played by an actor named Maurice.
Oh.
Now the tribunal has placed you in my custody for final disposition. You realize what that means? No. Emasculation to begin with. Then experimental surgery on the speech centers, on the brain. And a kind of living death.
I really like him, and so they're all working together. They suddenly get thrown back in with the humans. A human interferes with them. He shoots them, and basically,
Mad.
yes. Basically, the whole movie is just the humans and the apes trying their best not to start a war, but that you know eventually is going to happen. And it's really like a few of the humans and one of the apes that really like tries to ignite it because they both hate each other. So that's pretty much it story-wise. There's a lot of deep themes in this film, but let's talk about what you liked. What did you like about this film?
I like Caesar because he's so cute and like he's nice, but like mean at the same time. And, I don't know. And I liked how like at the end all the monkeys like saw Caesar and they like wanted to be with him again, and they liked them. And
Apes. We just said they were apes.
How the apes all like hated Caesar like because he died. They thought he died. Am I allowed to say that?
We'll get into spoilers.
So can we?
No, we can get into spoilers. Yeah, there is a thing where Kumba from this one. He was like the one that was all scarred.
He's me. I hate him.
He's basically he's an interesting villain. They reminded me of Magneto and Professor X from X-Men.
Why?
Where like Professor X is a mutant, Magneto's a mutant, and like Professor X wants to live with the humans, and Magneto wants to wipe out the humans because he was a victim of the Holocaust. Kind of the same story in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I thought Kimba was going to be a bad guy in this one.
Kimbo? I don't know.
Kunta Kinte, I don't know. It was a weird name.
Easy.
Kumba wants to wipe out the humans because they tortured him, which you can kind of like... It's like, alright, I get where you're coming from, but I mean, the humans that tortured him were probably long dead now. Yeah. So now he's just wanted to kill humans.
And I kind of like how Caesar and a new guy, like they were friends, and like the guy kind of like had Caesar's back and was like, yeah. I thought that was cute.
We both have families. You want to protect yours, I want to protect mine. It's our only chance for peace.
Which also ties back into the original films. The last scene in the last Apes film, if I remember it correctly, it's like in the future, and this ape is telling the story about the ape rebellion, but he's talking to humans and apes, so you're like, oh, did Caesar change the future and everything's okay now? And then there's a statue of Caesar crying, and you're like, oh, he's crying because he finally achieved peace. And then the writer said, no, the reason the statue is crying because he knows that the peace won't last, and eventually the original Planet of the Apes will happen. So who knows what this is going to build up to? Will it build up to the original film? Technically Charlton Heston is out there somewhere. Will he achieve peace? We don't know. The movie ends again on a cliffhanger. I think both movies end with like Kimba shoots Caesar and kind of makes him a martyr and blames it on the humans. That's how smart they're getting. They can like stage it and blame it on people.
Yeah.
Caesar loved humans more than apes.
And basically the apes, since they're all like scared, don't know who to turn to, they turn to him because he's the loudest, which has happened in history many, many times. And yeah, they attack the humans. That's how the war breaks out. And Caesar's basically got to come back and be like, all right, guys.
And he gets back to his old house.
He watched like the video of James Franco, and
that.
I did like that where he had that moment where he was just like, I've been hating the humans, but I forgot that they weren't all bad. We should try to work with them.
And then like he told the son to put like the window thing on the bus. That was cute.
yeah, that was cute. The symbol there.
And Maurice got it. And he was like,
yeah, and the gorilla was back too. I think the big angry gorilla from Rise. I think he was back. I don't know. There were more apes.
Yeah, there was a lot of like big ones.
I get in Rise they like broke out a zoo. like there were so many apes in this.
There was a lot.
I was just like
when they were like had the guns and were looking around, the apes were just like everywhere.
I know. It's just like,
how
I
do
mean,
they
I
have
guess
so
it's
many?
10 years. They
And
had,
when they were like all gone in the trees, there was like
yeah.
literally.
It's
like,
been 10 years, so I guess they did, you know, have kids and whatnot. But it's just like, wow, that's a wide variety of apes. That's another thing that I'm hoping they'll start to touch on in the next film is in the original ape films. There was a lot of like almost racism between the apes, where like the orangutans basically ran everything, the gorillas were like the soldiers, and the chimpanzees were like the scientists and stuff. And there was like all this fighting in between.
All, like,
This one, it's mostly the Well, this one they're all together, but mostly the chimps are in charge. But I'm wondering if any of the future films will have, like, you know, them start to battle each other, too, which usually happens with humans. I like Gary Oldman in the movie.
Yeah, he was good.
Not great. I mean, not his best performance. He was good, though. He was good, though. I liked all the acting in the movie. People are saying that the apes are better than the humans, which, I mean, with all these movies, the apes are more interesting than even the Mark Wahlberg shitfest. I like the apes more than the humans.
Apes are so cute.
But I thought Kerry Russell was good.
I don't know.
That was the guy's girlfriend. The guy with the kid's girlfriend. Yeah. I thought she was fine. Yeah, I liked a lot of the movie. I thought it was probably one of the most thoughtful summer blockbusters you'll ever see. It wasn't insulting.
It was good.
All that. We'll get into some dislikes in a second. Yeah. Overall, I liked most of this movie. What did you not like? Was there anything you didn't like?
I don't really know. Let me hear what you didn't like, and then I'll think if I didn't like it.
Okay. I don't know. The apes still look amazing. The computer effects are fine with them. There were some scenes where they looked a little ridiculous. I think that final end scene went on a little too long.
The fight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went on a little too long. It was a little elaborate, and then Gary Oldman blows up the top of this building, and they're all just like swinging, and they pretty much no one dies from that explosion, right? I don't know, except for Kumba, who's killing all the other apes.
Yeah, but he should have died. So.
Yes. And, and the way I wonder if that's his name. The way Kumba died, I thought was a little excessive. Like, it was the classic, like, the hero's got the villain, then he drops him, lets him fall.
It was like the Lion King, like...
Yeah, and I thought, because there was, like, smoke from the explosion, I'm like, oh, he's gonna fall into the smoke, it's great. Instead he falls, and he hits something else, and he hits something else, and that falls, and I'm like, I was like,
I thought he was gonna pull Caesar down. Caesar gave him his hand, I was like, no.
I almost thought of that, too. I'm like,
cry.
were they gonna die together? It almost reminded me, it was that stupid movie we used to watch, Undercover Brother. When Chris Kattan falls out of the helicopter and as he's falling, the shark eats him. That's what it reminded me of. And I don't want to think of Undercover Brother when I'm watching a Planet of the Apes film. But I'm like, he could have just fell into the smoke and it looked fine. Instead he's hitting everything on the way down.
I don't really know what else I didn't really like.
It's hard to find.
I feel like the beginning was kind of like slowish.
It was. I mean, it had to introduce you to this new world, though. I don't know what else.
Are you gonna like compare the movies?
To this one? Well, no, I like this one more than Rise, and I really liked Rise.
Really?
Well, this one, because Rise was kind of its own thing, trying to restart the series. It took elements from the 3 movies I'm talking about, that I keep talking about, but Dawn really started to feel like the Apes movies that I used to watch. And
see, I like Rise better than Dawn.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, I guess because like I liked like James Franco teaching them how to do things and like seeing like all that.
I know, I really like.
I just thought it was more interesting than this one.
Really?
This one I really liked. Like I really liked this one, but I just think that like I don't know, I kind of like the first one a little bit better. They're both really good though.
All right, there is one issue I have. I'm mad they haven't gone to New York yet.
Yeah, why not?
Do you?
Oh.
No, I'm hoping you know. I know you've never
seen.
seen.
Wasn't one of the movies in New York though?
I was gonna say, I know you don't. We haven't watched Planet of the Apes. Planet of the Apes has a great surprise ending that's been ruined. It's on the cover of the DVD, which is like the worst place to put that. The cover of Planet of the Apes is if like the Sixth Sense cover was Bruce Willis saying "I'm a ghost." It just spoils the ending.
Oh my God! I'm back. I'm home. All the time. We finally really did it. You maniacs! blew it up! Oh, damn you! God damn you all to hell!
I thought Charlton Heston was a plane.
Now, Charlton Heston was an astronaut on a spaceship. That's why I said his spaceship.
Well, I thought you said his spaceship was called that.
No, I don't know what his spaceship was called. He's on a spaceship. His name was Taylor. Anyway, they're astronaut.
Okay.
Real quick, Planet of the Apes. Astronauts are in space. They're freezing themselves. They wake up thousands of years in the future. They crash. They're like, oh, what is this planet? Apes are in charge. Humans are slaves.
What?
That's another thing I want to bring up soon. And then at the end, all this stuff happens. Dr. Zaius tells him not to go to the Forbidden Zone. Charlton Heston goes there, and
the Forbidden Zone's New York?
The Forbidden... He goes on the beach, and he goes, oh, no! And he sees the Statue of Liberty and realizes he's been on Earth the entire time. So the apes took over because the humans caused some kind of mass extinction, which, still... I guess the virus is what that is in these movies. But they always mentioned a weapon, too, in the original film, so I'm hoping the humans will blow up stuff. What do you want to see? I know what I want to see in future films, just because I know the original series. What do you want to see in future ape films?
I want to see Caesar.
Okay, well, you're probably going to see him.
I want to see Caesar and, like, his son, like, his family. Oh, that's what I really liked, how, like, the little baby was born and, like, the humans helped them.
Yeah. And I liked how,
it was cute.
I liked how the humans helping the mother really made Caesar was like, oh, maybe we should be working with them because they do know some shit. What was he say? Do you think they'll ever? I know these. I keep saying these are prequels to the original, but do you think they'll remake the original again?
The ones that you were talking about, like
with Charlton Heston. Yeah, I don't think they should. I like these building up to that.
I thought these were the remakes.
Okay. These are remakes of the last 3 Ape films.
Okay, so then...
They're building up to the original Ape film, and maybe the second one, which I'll get to in a second. So, do you think they'll actually remake the original film once they run out of ideas for the series? Or do you think they'll just let it go and let the original film stay?
Maybe they will, because aren't they, like, remaking another Batman?
Oh, yeah.
They'd really like to remake...
Yeah, you know, it doesn't surprise me. Well, look, this is,
because these ones are good, just like the Batman ones are good.
Yeah,
now they're gonna remake
Planet of the Apes. Planet of the Apes. Mark Wahlberg was 2001. This was 10 years afterwards, and they.
So they're probably gonna remake.
Although Batman, they're already doing it. They were planning the new Batman movie before Dark Knight Rises came out.
Stupid.
And now he's gonna fight Superman, and it's gonna suck because the new DC movies suck.
That's stupid.
It is. But I'm hoping they don't remake the original. I like that these build up to it. I like the little references. Like even in Dawn, the music is starting to sound like the original Apes theme, the little tribal stuff.
I don't know.
Which I don't think was in this one. I do want to see the apes start a fight with each other because I want to see how the orangutans take over. I want to see them start to evolve and to look more like humans because that's what they look like in the original. They start wearing clothes. Yeah, they walk upright. They wear clothes. They walk like humans. And I don't know if they're going to touch on the second film in the series, Beneath the Planet of the Apes. Because in that one, you find out, like, the humans are, like, dumb in the future. Yeah. They're basically apes, and they're made into slaves and stuff. So I want to see how, like, our brains break down in the future, because everyone in the Dawn seems still okay.
Everyone, like, you talking about, like, the humans?
Yeah.
They seem like regular people. Like.
I know, but in the original ones, they were, like, almost slaves, and, like, I know the...
I don't feel like that they were slaves in this one, though.
No, not yet. They will be. And even Caesar says at the end, they're like, there's nothing that's going to stop this war. We're going to do it.
I'm sorry, my friend. War has begun.
Caesar!
Oh, because that stupid ape.
And the guy helped do it too, the asshole who shot the one.
Asshole.
In Beneath the Planet of the Apes, you find out that the humans on the top are like dumb, but there were humans living underneath the world who were like super smart. Like they spoke telepathically, they could control people. And they hid underground because there were only a few of them, and they had a nuclear bomb, and that's what they used to blow up the world.
We are determined to know what the apes want, war or peace.
The superintelligent mutants, are they human or something else? In their church, an unspeakable God.
A doomsday bomb.
Behind their faces, an unbearable secret.
We don't kill our enemies. We get our enemies to kill each other.
But, so I wonder if the disease that killed everyone, if it'll also start to make select people smarter, if they even bother touching on that movie. I don't know if they will. I kind of wanted them to call Caesar Lawgiver.
I don't get it.
Because Caesar, in the original one, they called him the Lawgiver, and they made the statue over him. And
In that one, or the first?
in the original series, and I think Dr. Sayers had writings from the Lawgiver, and yeah, I would have liked
the next one.
I would have liked someone to call him Lawgiver. It would have made a nerd like me happy. But overall, I like these ape films. I like the original ones too. These are fun alternate versions to that. They don't insult the original films at all. They all ignore fucking Tim Burton and Mark Wahlberg's disaster. Although the makeup effects in that movie were really awesome.
I don't remember. When you first said if I saw them, I was thinking of 2001 Space Odyssey because I hated it and it was boring and I was just sitting there like...
One of my favorite movies.
Because no one talks, and I thought they didn't talk in the Mark Wahlberg movies, so then I thought it was the same thing. And then I
2001 Space Odyssey. It came out.
And I thought space and monkeys don't really go together.
I'm sure 2001 came out kind of close to Planet of the Apes. I might be off. But yes, that one also has apes in it too. But
that's what I thought you were talking about.
Those are more like ape men evolving into us. But yeah, exciting series. Always fun with these ape movies, except for Tim Burton's. I want to see more stuff building up to the original. I want them to go to New York. I want to see what happens to New York. I want to see this bomb that goes off. I want to see the humans finally try to kill themselves by trying to get rid of the apes and the evolution there. I don't know how far in the future they're gonna go. But I highly recommend Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which remakes Escape of the Planet of the Apes and Battle for Planet of the Apes, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes and Battle of the Planet of the Apes. These titles are so fucking long. Whatever happened to 2? When they were titling these original films, they didn't think to go, oh, let's just call it 2. Let's call it 3. Planet of the Apes 3. Planet of the Apes 4.
In my perfect ape movie, I want the monkeys and the people to be
apes. You just said apes.
The apes and the people to be happy and work together. Cause I would like a little monkey running around, you know what I mean, as a pet.
Well, I said that
like a little Caesar. That'd be cute.
Who knows what'll happen? Who knows what? Oh, actually, one of the things in the original films, apes replaced dogs and humans because there was a virus that went around They killed dogs and cats. So humans were sad that they didn't have pets. So they started bringing apes into their house.
How cute would that be, having an ape, a dog, and a cat?
Well, that's the thing. Caesar doesn't like that the apes are pets, and he's the one. That's why he starts to try to move forward the rebellion in that version, anyway.
I would like a little ape running around here. Even though they're smarter than me.
I would like someone in the movie to be called Rowdy.
Why?
Rowdy McDowell played several different characters in those 5 movies.
Maybe in the next one.
Maybe I missed it. Maybe it was. I gotta watch this one again. But yeah, so that's what we want. We want more ape action. We want possible superhuman brain people.
Blow up New York.
Ape racism, blowing up New York, all that fun stuff. And maybe once in a while we'll check in on Charlton Heston, see if he's out in space. Even though the actor himself is dead now.
I'm just looking forward to Caesar. My man.
So yeah, see Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Bye.
Bye.